Good morning. Good morning. I know the sun is it's very strong this morning. You know, I see the reflection on my phone, so I try to block it a little bit, but it's a great morning to wake up to be able to see the sunshine, right? It's a blessing to be able to even see the sunshine, right? So just come in this morning. I want to make a very informative and powerful but yet quick video, so come on in. As you're coming in, show some digital love, or if you're watching this live or watching the replay, take time out to show some appreciation for information. Hit the thumbs up button, right? Whether you're watching this on the book or you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, excuse my voice this morning, I have a bit of a cold. But if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure that you hit the notification, right? Turn on notifications so you will be notified whenever I go live, because I go live spontaneously, right? So you don't want to miss any of this life-changing financial transformation information. And the same thing with YouTube. I upload spontaneously, go live spontaneously, so you need to hit the subscribe button. And right next to subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell that will notify you. Good morning. Coming in, show some digital love, and share this on your personal page. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the thumbs up, and the share button, right? And so, real quick, I want to discuss why you should, if you're not doing this already, how you should think about using credit cards versus debit cards, right? Using credit cards versus debit cards. Now, if you have any goals to travel, to go on vacation, to see more of the world, number one, thank you for the digital love. Number one reason to use credit cards versus a debit card is because you have credit cards that will give you reward points to travel, which means people that use this strategy, they travel or they vacation, and they do not have to save the extra money or find the extra money. They use their credit cards to travel. And them, whether they're single, whether they're with child and single, whether they're married with children, married without children, they're able to see the world by using this simple strategy of using a rewards travel credit card, just as they would a debit card, right? So that's number one. Number two, credit card offer you more fraud protection. I have an offer in the mail right here. Credit cards that came in the mail yesterday offer you more fraud protections than debit cards, right? They offer you more fraud protection in debit cards. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes you may have a transaction on your banking account statement or your credit card that you do not recognize. So when using a credit card, immediately you can contact the bank that's the issuer of that card and inform them, look, I did not make this transaction, right? The bank will immediately refund you that transaction or credit that back to your statement, back to your account, and they will give you 30 days and they will investigate that transaction. And after they have found through investigation that it was a fraudulent transaction, that money will be credited back to you. Now, this is how it works with a debit card, right? A debit card, you call the bank, You tell them, I did not authorize this transaction. I know nothing about it. It's a fraudulent transaction. The debit card or the bank will then, in some cases, freeze up your account. Sometimes they will cancel the debit card. Sometimes they will not allow you to use your funds that you have left in the bank until they did a thorough investigation. And then sometimes that money may or may not be refunded back to you. It may not be given back to you. So there's so many different benefits of using a credit card. And a lot of, or some people will make up the statement that, well, you pay interest on credit card debt, right? You'll have to pay interest on credit card debt. That's not true, because just like a debit card, you only want to spend the amount of money that you have and the balance of the bank to use that card. The same works for a credit card. You only want to spend the amount excuse me, I have this call. You only want to spend the amount on the credit card that you can pay it off in full every month. So what you do is you pay the bills you can pay on your credit cards. You put the gas in your vehicles that you can use with the credit card. You make the groceries that you can make with your credit cards. And credit cards also keep good financial statements. Good financial statements that you will receive in the mail at the end of the month. It'll let you know. Sometimes break down into different categories. This is how much you spent in groceries this month. And you have some debit cards that will do the same as well. This is how much you spent in gas. This is how much you spent on hair products. But credit cards provide that with the reward points that come with it, right? And so what you want to do is to pay off that balance full every month on the credit card, as you would not overspend what you have in your banking account with the debit card. And that way, no matter if you have a card that's telling you or that's stating that this is a 10% or 13%, you pay that balance off in full every month, you would recur no interest, meaning you will not receive any interest on the card. Only time you receive interest for using a credit card is when you do not pay the balance off in full. So now you have reward points. Now some people might think, well, I don't want to travel. I don't want the free travel. You get free cash back, right? How many debit cards will give you free cash back for utilizing the card? So it's just a different mindset. The same method, but a different mindset. Now, a lot of people may think, well, my credit is not good enough to get those type of cards that will give me rewards back or to give me travel. Well, get your credit up, because right now you are using a debit card and you have no benefits, no protection, no fraud liability, and no rewards for using it, right? And so you can use that same method, change your mindset, and use this strategy and get different and get a different outcome and different rewards for using credit card. Now, this is also the reason why I'm advocating that you use credit cards, because you can use credit cards again just like your debit card, pay it off in full and every month. It would establish some credit history for you, and you would have a higher credit score. You would have a higher credit score. And so I inform people all the time that you need to use your credit instead of using cash, because cash is a low asset yielding financial tool that people want to keep, to save. But what they don't understand about cash is it depreciates on a daily basis. Meaning that, and I always use this scenario. A dollar saved is not a dollar earned. You know, I know we heard that for years, but that's inaccurate. It's not true for today, because a dollar 15 years ago may have purchased you a gallon of gas. Now it takes 3 of those same dollars, right, to purchase you a gallon of gas in 2019. So it's devaluing on a daily basis because prices are increasing. So what you want to do is, you don't want to save, you want to start investing. And an 800 credit score or a 720 credit score will give you more purchasing power than $100,000, because the dollar is devaluing. $100,000 may have bought you 2 homes for cash 10 years ago. Now it may can only buy you 1 home. But with the 720 credit score, you have more purchasing power, and you can recycle and reuse your credit to invest. And that's why I want people to use credit to invest, not to buy things, not to buy stuff, not to use credit card to go on a vacation, but use a credit card to pay for your vacation. Not to use credit cards to buy liabilities, things that lower in value, but to use credit cards for assets, things that will continue to grow in value, things such as homes, rental property, invested in stocks, invested in forex. You can make all of these transactions and investing with credit cards. So get your credit up. Contact me at at 𝒞𝓽𝑒𝒾𝓉.com, LD at 𝒞𝓽𝒾𝓉.com. Send me a very three-line, maybe short, detailed message about what you need help with. If you've been following me for any time, I can only help and work with people that's that follow these instructions to the T, because I have hundreds of clients that I work with on a daily basis, and so I do not have the time to read long, lengthy emails or even text messages. I will also recommend that if you want to work with me, one of the beginning stages of process is you need to read Rich Dad Poor Dad book. You need to get your mindset so we can be able to have a discussion concerning your finances and your credit, that you're able to comprehend the strategies and the mentorship that I'm trying to convey to you. So you need to definitely read that book as one of the prerequisites, right, to have a consultation so that you can begin investing. And even with a low income, you can begin receiving more cash flow into your financial portfolio by using your credit to invest, no matter what your income is, right? No, and that's one of the beauties of credit, that you can get more money than the money that you're making on your job. You can get approved for more money, and you can use that money to invest. Now you can improve your cash flow and have money coming in on a weekly or monthly basis other than just your job income. You need to have multiple streams of income, right? So this is the Queen of Credit here again. Email me, LD@𝒞𝓽𝓚𝒾𝓉.com. Thank you for the digital love. You all have a wealthy Wednesday.